tell us a bit more about this violation of parental rights, because I mean we see like little incidences of this happening in Australia as well. You know, this strange sort of content being introduced into the curriculum. But yeah, can you elaborate on that for us? What are some examples that you've come across?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, every parent has a fundamental right to direct the education, the upbringing of their child, right? Their medical care, their morality, their religion. And so, what we're seeing happen in the public schools is the fact that parents, the teaching in the classroom shouldn't be antithetical to the teaching in the home.
Mm.
And parents deserve to also be able to, they need to know what's being taught. And so we talk a lot about transparency in curriculum at Moms for Liberty, because if you're the parent and your job is to direct the child's education, then if you don't know what's being taught, you're reacting to it, right?
Mm.
You're waiting until your child comes home and tells you about something, and now what are you? You're not directing anything at that point. You're merely reacting to something being taught that you're concerned about. And so we want transparency in education. We want accountability. Our children deserve to learn to read in school, and currently in the United States, and I hope we get to talk about this a bit, we only have about a third of kids reading on grade level in fourth grade.
Oh,
Our
wow.
education system is in real crisis here. It's very concerning. And so, parents deserve transparency. They deserve accountability, that schools are being held and teachers and classrooms are being held to a very high standard when it comes to achievement for students. And then you have the toxic ideology, the curriculum that's been entered into the schools. And when it comes to that, it's really quite scary, to be honest with you. This very woke ideology, queering the classroom, queering the catalog, this whole idea of queer theory, critical theory entering the classroom in so many different ways. And I say queer theory in particular because when we talk about gender ideology, that really does epitomize queer theory entering our schools. This idea that perhaps a child could be assigned a sex at birth that doesn't match their gendered soul. This ridiculous notion of there being something other than a man or a woman is being taught to our children in America, in American public schools, as early as the age of 5. And I mean, I'm a mom of 4. 5-year-olds believe a lot of things. Sometimes they want to be a pirate, but you don't cut off their hand and poke out their eye and put an eye patch on them, do you?
No.
And so, the idea that a little girl wants to be a boy, and we're taking these steps that, social transition is the first step down a path. We know that it leads to medical transition. And how dare schools have private conversations with their children about sexual orientation or gender identity in any way? Very concerning stuff happening in American public schools, but American parents are fighting back. I think that's part of the reason why we've grown in the way that we have, because parents have had enough.